Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or just welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. My name is Grace. So this video is going to be all of my reading goals slash kind of bookish kind of goals of 2020, which is next year. It is currently the end of 2019. Alright, so my very first one is I would like to read Everything by the author Cinda Williams-Chima. Alright. Cinda Williams-Chima has series upon series upon series, and this is like the first, I think this is like the first book. I think this is like the starter book for her massive, massive world. I have no idea what the stories are about or what the world is about, except that I've never heard a single bad thing about Cinda Williams-Chima. This is the first book. It's called The Demon King. I think the main character of this book, his name is Han, kind of like Han Solo, and I think he's a thief or something like that. So, I don't know. I'm excited. I know it's high fantasy. I know there's a lot of magic. I know that there's a whole map in the front of like a whole different land and world. So I know it's very fantasy. It takes place in like a high fantasy kind of world with magic and stuff like that. So, it sounds cool. I'm going to start with the main series and then continue on to all the other stuff, and I want to try and read it all in 2020. We'll see if I can get to like the whole world in 2020. I don't know. Wish me luck, you guys. Alright, so another thing I would love to do in 2020 is get caught up with Brandon Sanderson. Ugh. I have a hair in my face. I don't actually, yeah, I can do it. I kind of want to say, like, I'm not convinced that I can do that, but of course I can do that. Let's have a little belief here. I'm going to have a little belief in myself as far as Brandon Sanderson goes. So the main things I'm going to start with are, of course, Elantris, which is Brandon Sanderson's debut novel. Isn't that city on the front so cool looking? I like it. And then also Warbreaker, of course. It's just an iconic Brandon Sanderson novel that I have not read yet. I think the main reason I haven't picked up these two yet is I don't really want to read them in mass market because, I don't know, mass market isn't as fun. I want like the beautiful Brandon Sanderson UK edition covers. UK covers. Those covers are so pretty and cool and interesting as opposed to these covers. I don't really want to read these editions because I don't really like mass markets, but then again I feel guilty going to buy the beautiful editions because I already own copies of the book, and so it's just, I don't know, it's weird. But hopefully I'll get over myself this year and figure out what I'm going to do, make a commitment, pick up one of these books, pick up all these books, pick up everything. Oh, also, like, Brandon Sanderson's Sci-Fi series I haven't read yet. I'm so far behind, you guys, in Brandon Sanderson. I can't even. But 2020, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get a whole lot freaking closer than I am now. At least. Obviously, another thing I'd really love to do is finish the Expanse series. These are the first 4 books in the Expanse series, but I want to pick up the last 4 books in the series, but I know that there are currently like 8 books in this series. So in 2020, I want to get to the 8th book. That is my goal. So yeah, there's that. I think it'll be super easy because they're really fast reads. Life goals. I'll get there. Dude, here's the problem though. If I do buy the whole second half of the series, the first half of the series doesn't fit on my bookshelf anywhere. Like, I just have a stack over here in the corner of Expanse books. I don't know where I'm gonna put the last half of the series. I have no idea. I'm just gonna have like a whole stack of Expanse books going up the wall right here is probably what's gonna happen. Alright, another goal and another author I really, really want to get to is Tamora Pierce. I don't know why I haven't read this yet. I've had this on my shelf for a good year, at least, or 2, maybe, at this point, and I just haven't picked them up yet. I just keep grabbing other things instead. But this is the Song of the Lioness Quartet by Tamora Pierce. I think it's one of her first things. So, like, after I read this, then I can go on to, like, the Wild Magic series and then like branch off into other series and stuff, and everybody loves Tamora Pierce. Like, everybody talks about Tamora Pierce. Did you guys know that the Gray Lioness's YouTube channel is named after this book series right here, The Song of the Lioness, and apparently the main character calls herself the Lioness in this book series, and the Grey Lioness's whole YouTube channel is named after this book series. Like, why have I not read it yet? Ugh, I don't know. My goal for 2020 is knock out a large chunk of Tamora Pierce books. I don't know if I can get everything Tamora Pierce has written all in one year, because she's written so much and I already have lots of other plans, but definitely this one. Aren't these covers the coolest covers ever, by the way? This one is my favorite, this cat. I love that cat. And I'm just excited about experiencing the writing style of Tamora Pierce so that I can be involved in all the Tamora Pierce conversations and I'll know what everybody's talking about. Another thing I really want to get into is dragons. I have not read nearly enough dragon books this year, you guys. So I'm going to start with Temeraire by Naomi Novak. I'm going to start with that whole series. And then after that, I'm going to look for other dragon books. I have other ideas. I think there's one called like Fireborn. So that's another big goal, is I really want to get more like a dragon fantasy, dragon fiction into my brain. If you guys have any really awesome dragon series recommendations or dragon books recommendations, just let me know in the comments below and I will check them out and see if they look fun. I'll go find them at the bookstore. Okay, another goal I have for this year is to dive into the Grishaverse. I have not gotten any of the Grisha books yet, but I want to because I've heard so many good things about like Six of Crows. I know that things are happening in the Grishaverse and I really want to be part of that conversation. Actually, I haven't heard very many good things about the first series, unfortunately, so I've been really hesitant to pick it up. However, I'm just going to have to. I'm going to have to make it happen because I've heard so many good things about the second series, and the second series is being turned into a TV show or a movie or something and everybody's talking about it and I just want to be part of the conversation. I'm gonna have to do that this year, 2020, the Grisha trilogy and then everything else in the Grisha universe, the Grishaverse. I'm gonna make that happen this year. Okay, so like for my final kind of reading goal for 2020, this one is a little bit not exactly reading, but it falls under the same lines as reading, I think. That is gonna be, I want to start writing my own Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. This is the Dungeon Master's Guide. It is a guide for Dungeon Masters in the game Dungeons and Dragons. And I've not jumped into being a Dungeon Master yet. I have just played the game as an ordinary player. However, I want to start writing my own campaigns this year. So I am going to try and read through as many of like the Dungeon Mastery kind of books that I can. So basically, these are just manuals. This is, you know, all kinds of monsters for Dungeons and Dragons, the game, and all their stats and things like that is what this book is. This is actual Dungeon Master Guide, like how to create an epic, awesome campaign, and has all the kinds of information. And has all kinds of information that a Dungeon Master would need to do that. Also, I want to start collecting campaign books. This is a Taldora campaign setting by Matthew Mercer. He wrote this book, and this is all about the campaign setting from Critical Role. If anybody watches that, I love Critical Role. I'm really far behind though, so. And it's just like it's just maps of different cities and all kinds of stuff to kind of just help Dungeon Masters plan their campaigns and plan where they're gonna send their players and stuff like that. Dude, you guys, and there's also so many other like campaign books that I just haven't grabbed, and other like extensions of monster manuals and other extensions of players handbooks and stuff like that that I haven't even collected yet. Being a Dungeon Master is something that feels a little intimidating at first, and so like I haven't jumped into it yet. I kind of thumbed through the Dungeon Master's Guide. So wish me luck, everybody. I will let you know how that goes, and I'll try and keep you guys updated on my dungeon mastering adventures if you guys are interested in hearing about it. So yeah. I love you guys so much. Leave in the comments below, let me know what one of your reading goals is for the year 2020, because I would love to know about it and then we could talk about it, especially if you have one of the same goals as me, and then we could like talk about it and encourage each other. That would be super fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. You're all so freaking beautiful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.